A limited slip differential, often called an LSD, is a mechanical device designed to control the difference in wheel speeds between the two rear wheels of a vehicle. This is particularly useful for enhancing traction on slippery surfaces. This enhanced traction is why it's often considered a valuable addition for vehicles operating in winter road conditions. The primary advantage of an LSD is that it helps to maintain power delivery to both rear wheels, even when one wheel loses grip. In situations where one wheel is on a slippery surface like ice or snow, a standard open differential might direct all the engine's power to that spinning wheel, leaving the other wheel with little or no power. An LSD, however, limits the amount of power that can be transferred to the spinning wheel, forcing more power to the wheel with traction. This can significantly improve acceleration and hill climbing capabilities in slippery conditions. Secondly, it reduces wheel spin. By limiting the speed difference between the rear wheels, an LSD helps prevent excessive wheel spin. Excessive wheel spin not only wastes power but can also compromise stability and control of the vehicle. In winter conditions, where traction is limited, reducing wheel spin is crucial for maintaining forward momentum and preventing the vehicle from getting stuck. Thirdly, it enhances cornering stability. An LSD can provide a more stable and predictable handling experience during cornering on slippery roads. By limiting the speed difference between the rear wheels, it reduces the likelihood of oversteer or understeer, making it easier to maintain control of the vehicle while turning. While LSD offer notable advantages, it's important to recognize their limitations. An LSD is not a substitute for four-wheel drive, often called 4WD. In deep snow or challenging off-road conditions, 4WD remains the superior option for maximum traction and control. 4WD systems provide power to all four wheels of the vehicle, offering the best possible traction in extreme conditions. This is particularly beneficial when driving through deep snow, mud, or other challenging terrain. An LSD, on the other hand, focuses on maximizing traction for the rear wheels only. This can be advantageous for everyday driving, especially in winter conditions, but it may not provide the same level of capability as 4WD in more demanding situations. When comparing an LSD to 4WD, it's essential to consider the specific needs and driving habits. If primarily driving on plowed roads and encounter occasional light snow, an LSD can provide sufficient traction and stability. However, if you regularly encounter deep snow, icy conditions, or off-road driving, 4WD would be a more suitable choice. To determine if an LSD is the right choice, consider the typical winter driving conditions. If most of your driving is on well-maintained roads that are regularly plowed, an LSD can provide a significant improvement in traction and handling compared to a standard two-wheel drive system. However, if you frequently drive on unplowed roads or encounter deep snow, 4WD is likely the better option. Also consider the type of vehicle you drive. Some vehicles are better suited for winter driving than others. For example, a pickup truck with an LSD may perform well in moderate snow conditions, while a smaller car with an LSD may struggle in the same conditions. The driving style also plays a role. If you are an experienced winter driver and are comfortable with the handling characteristics of a two-wheel drive vehicle with an LSD, you may be able to manage well in most winter conditions. However, if you are less experienced or prefer the added security of 4WD, it may be worth the investment. An LSD system can significantly enhance the winter driving performance of a two-wheel drive vehicle. It provides improved traction, reduced wheel spin, and enhanced cornering stability. While it may not be as capable as 4WD in extreme conditions, it offers a practical and cost-effective solution for most winter driving scenarios. Always prioritize safety when driving in winter conditions. Regardless of whether you have an LSD or 4WD, drive cautiously, reduce speed, and maintain a safe following distance. Also, be sure to check the weather forecast before heading out and adjust your driving accordingly. There are different types of limited slip differentials. These types determine how aggressively the differential locks and transfers power. A clutch type LSD uses a series of clutches to limit wheel slip. When one wheel spins faster than the other, the clutch is engaged, transferring power to the wheel with more traction. Clutch type LSD can be very effective, but they can also be noisy and require regular maintenance. A torsion LSD, which stands for torque sensing, uses gears to distribute torque between the wheels. When one wheel starts to spin, the torsion LSD automatically redirects more torque to the wheel with better traction. Torsion LSD are known for their smooth and quiet operation, and they typically require less maintenance than clutch-type LSD. A viscous LSD uses a fluid coupling to limit wheel slip. When one wheel spins faster than the other, the fluid in the coupling heats up and becomes more viscous, which transfers power to the wheel with more traction. Viscous LSD are relatively inexpensive, but they may not be as effective as clutch-type or torsion LSD. An electronic LSD uses sensors and actuators to control wheel slip. When the system detects wheel spin, it can apply brakes to the spinning wheel or reduce engine power to that wheel, which transfers power to the wheel with more traction. Electronic LSD can be very effective, and they can be integrated with other vehicle systems such as stability control and traction control. The choice of LSD depends on several factors, including the vehicle type, the intended use, and the budget. For example, a high-performance sports car might benefit from a clutch type of torsion LSD, while a daily driver might be better suited for a viscous or electronic LSD. It's also important to consider the maintenance requirements of different types of LSD. Clutch-type LSD typically require more frequent maintenance than other types, while viscous and electronic LSD may require less maintenance. When considering an LSD for winter driving, it's important to choose a type that is effective in low traction conditions. Clutch-type and torsion LSD are generally considered to be the most effective for winter driving, as they can provide more aggressive locking and power transfer. Viscous and electronic LSD can also be effective, but they may not be as responsive in extreme conditions. Beyond the LSD itself, tires play a significant role in winter driving performance. Winter tires, also known as snow tires, are designed with a special rubber compound and tread pattern that provides superior grip on snow and ice. Winter tires have a softer rubber compound that remains flexible in cold temperatures, allowing the tire to conform to the road surface and maintain traction. They also have a unique tread pattern with deep grooves and sipes, which are small slits in the tread blocks. These features help to channel water, snow, and slush away from the contact patch, further improving traction. All-season tires are designed to provide a compromise between summer and winter performance. They have a moderately aggressive tread pattern and a rubber compound that is designed to perform well in a variety of conditions. However, all-season tires typically do not offer the same level of grip as winter tires in snow and ice. Summer tires are designed for optimal performance in warm weather conditions. They have a sticky rubber compound and a shallow tread pattern that provides excellent grip on dry and wet roads. However, summer tires become hard and brittle in cold temperatures, which significantly reduces their traction in snow and ice. For optimal winter driving performance, it is recommended to use winter tires. Winter tires provide significantly better grip than all-season or summer tires in snow and ice, which can improve acceleration, braking, and cornering. When choosing winter tires, it's important to select the correct size for your vehicle. The tire size is typically listed on the sidewall of the tire. It's also important to consider the load rating and speed rating of the tire, which indicate the maximum weight and speed that the tire can safely handle. Tire pressure also plays a crucial role in winter driving performance. Cold weather can cause tire pressure to decrease, which can reduce traction and fuel efficiency. It is recommended to check tire pressure regularly, especially in cold weather, and adjust it to the recommended level. The recommended tire pressure is typically listed on a sticker on the driver's side door jamb or in the vehicle's owner's manual. In addition to winter tires and tire pressure, other factors can also affect winter driving performance. These factors include the vehicle's weight distribution, suspension system, and electronic stability control system. Vehicles with a more balanced weight distribution tend to perform better in winter conditions, as they have more equal traction at all four wheels. A well-tuned suspension system can also improve winter driving performance by helping to maintain contact between the tires and the road surface. Electronic stability control systems can help to prevent skidding and loss of control in slippery conditions. When driving in winter conditions, it's important to adjust your driving habits to the conditions. This includes reducing speed, increasing following distance, and avoiding sudden acceleration or braking. It's also important to be aware of black ice, which is a thin, transparent layer of ice that can be difficult to see. Black ice typically forms on bridges, overpasses, and other areas that are exposed to the wind. If you encounter black ice, it's important to avoid sudden steering or braking, as this can cause the vehicle to lose control. Instead, gently steer in the direction you want to go and gradually apply the brakes. Winter driving can be challenging, but by understanding the principles of traction and taking appropriate precautions, you can improve your safety and confidence behind the wheel. Remember to consider the benefits and limitations of an LSD, choose the right tires, maintain proper tire pressure, and adjust your driving habits to the conditions. With these steps, you can navigate winter roads with greater control and security. Consider this situation too. A pickup truck with a limited slip differential LSD is navigating a snow-covered road in the mountains. The driver encounters a steep incline covered in packed snow and ice. Without the LSD, the driver fears that one of the rear wheels would lose traction, causing the vehicle to spin out and become stuck. However, with the LSD engaged, the differential is able to transfer power to the wheel with the most grip, allowing the truck to maintain traction and climb the hill successfully. The driver continues along the snow-covered road, encountering several icy patches and slippery corners. Thanks to the LSD, the truck maintains stability and control, preventing the driver from losing control and sliding off the road. Even as the snow begins to fall more heavily, the driver feels confident and secure behind the wheel, knowing that the LSD is providing enhanced traction and handling in the challenging winter conditions. In this scenario, the limited slip differential proves to be a valuable asset for winter driving, enabling the driver to navigate safely and confidently through difficult terrain and adverse weather conditions. It is not a replacement for careful driving, however.